decides to grant visas to U.S. investors directly. June 15, 2019. Iraq has decided to grant visas to American investors directly through a special office at Baghdad International Airport to facilitate visits by the National Investment Commission to U.S. investors. The U.S. Trade Representative Office said on Saturday. The second session of the U.S.-Iraq Trade and Investment Board was held in Washington, D.C., which was established under the Trade and Investment Framework Agreement signed between the two countries in 2005, headed by the Iraqi Minister of Trade, Mohammad Hashim Melani, the U.S. Trade Representative's office said in a statement, and U.S. Deputy Trade Representative Jeffrey Gritch. During the meeting, Iraq and the United States discussed a range of bilateral trade and investment issues and further integration of Iraq in the global economy and look for ways to promote greater mutual market access, thereby creating jobs and attracting investment to both countries. The United States expressed its support for Iraq's decision to rejoin the World Trade Organization and carry out local reforms necessary to comply with WTO commitments and tariff liberalization and trade in services. The United States also expressed its support for Iraq's decision to accept tax declarations prepared in accordance with international financial standards. Iraq has assured the United States that it will issue 12-month visas to U.S. citizens and facilitate visits by the National Investment Commission to U.S. investors by granting multiple visas for 6 months through a special visa office located at the airport, the statement said. To improve access to bilateral and reciprocal markets, the United States raised the issue of reducing unnecessary documentation requirements and using international standards. The United States also encouraged Iraq to reduce the tariff of poultry, while Iraq and the United States also discussed imports of rice and wheat and transparency of the process of grain tenders in Iraq under 2 memorandums of understanding. And Iraq has partnered with the United States in a memorandum of understanding to increase purchases of medicines and medical equipment.